Hello and welcome.
Hello and welcome to this ad hoc, sneaky in the middle, return of BWAC
Number,
14.
there you go. It was always going to be series 2, but then we couldn't decide, so
Yeah, we just thought we'd go for number 14. Plus 14 is an even number.
Yes, we like even numbers.
Yeah, absolutely. So, on our last episode, we said we might take a break because we're having some building works done. And the date was moved due to various factors.
They didn't have enough men.
Somebody
left.
But that's fine. And then we were going to do it yesterday, and then I forgot. So now we're doing it today.
Yeah.
So it's Monday. So it's a random BWAC episode.
Yeah.
And I thought I would ask you about your feelings about how people react.
Mine?
Yes.
Talking to me?
Yes, I'm talking to you. Who else would I be talking to?
Well, I don't know. Could have still been explaining, I suppose.
I suppose so.
I don't know.
It came about because it's the 50th anniversary of the Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes.
And I was watching some videos of that. And Tim Curry, Frankenfurter.
Your hero.
Well, my favourite character. Oh, well, yes, second. Yeah, no, my favourite character. Had a stroke in, now, was it 2012, I think it said. It might have been 2010. I can't remember. I am aware that he'd had a stroke. I knew he'd had a stroke. And online, whenever I saw comments of him, it was always, oh, what a shame, isn't it awful? I hate seeing him like this. And it reminded me of how people react to you and things that they say. For instance, when we asked a family member about the podcast, they said, oh, it's really upset me.
Because his voice has changed.
His voice has changed so much.
Yeah.
You just love his voice.
Yeah.
And also that may be that it comes across differently on the podcast as well, although your voice definitely has changed. But maybe it comes across differently.
But in my head, it's still the same.
Yeah. So I just thought it would be interesting from that point of view, because on the interview that I was watching with Tim Curry, there were a lot of similarities between your sort of expressions and the way he had to learn to speak again, and there's delays in his speech.
The way he looks.
Yeah. But also he obviously still has his sense of humour and he still wants to carry on working.
So do I think.
Yeah. So I just thought, isn't it interesting how people outside view people who've had a stroke? And I just wondered, I've spoken enough now, so I thought I would ask you.
Just give you time to think, didn't you?
Yeah. Are you aware of people's reactions?
I am on the whole, but I actually don't take much notice. I used to, in the beginning, I used to get quite upset, but it was more that I felt people were treating me in a pitying way, rather than, saying tough luck, it happens, and it's rather dogs messing with my clock.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I just say it's not me doing the heavy breathing and stomping around the lounge?
That's young Nero. Yeah. As I say, yeah, and I'd like people to just treat me as normal and be patient with me.
Yeah.
I think I've noticed lots of lack of patience with people when they're talking to me. Because I'm not fast enough, or I can't get thoughts out, or they almost lose interest, I think. And then that turns to kind of treating me like pitying, patting me on the head sort of thing.
Kind of dismissing.
Yeah, if that's as good as I am, they're not really interested. So, they don't get to know me, but then I don't really give people much chance to get to know me. Hello, young Nero.
Yeah, and I think overall, you've through life before your stroke and things, you've had a bit of a funny relationship with how people view you, because overall, I would say like 90% of that time.
That was Nero again.
You didn't really think or care what people thought of you.
I was quite insular.
Yeah, yes. But I think there was, like that 10% where people's opinions that you did care about, you were very bothered what they thought.
Yes. Silence.
Yeah.
Silence can.
I'm thinking, because as you know...
I can't even play the guitar. I could strum for you during the interval. Nero, you're going to have to burp again.
Dear Lord. Started me laughing now. Yeah, so are you aware when people say things or how they perceive you now?
I'm always listening to what they're saying, and I think that's as much to gauge how they're going to be with me. And if I think they're going to be not my type of people, not the pitying sort of bechod, and I ignore them, keep away from them.
Bechod is a Welsh word.
For poor you. Poor you.
Bechod, yeah.
So, I mean, I think people that choose to get to me more if I'm on my scooter when they don't even see me.
Or even worse, if you're in a wheelchair.
Yeah, they don't even see me and they reach across me, almost smashing me in the face to get to a bloody jar of perfume, which would take them 2 seconds for me to move on.
Yeah.
But they've got to get it now. That really does annoy me.
I think overall society, the things that you've said, people quite often are used to just these short little, hello, how are you, fine, or, questions like this and answers. They're not really interested. It's like that surface level conversation. They're more interested in what they've got to say to you.
Yeah, and no disrespect to anyone outside my house. I'm not really interested in most of what people, because it's usually all the same. It's back to that. Oh, poor you, it's been awful for you. You must have had a hard time, and you can only listen to it so many times. Yeah, it may be the first time they've heard of it, but to me, it feels like it's constant. It isn't in reality, but that's how it feels to me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's like part of our personality, because I feel the same way when people say to me, it must be really hard. You've had a really hard 10 years. Because I have my own health issues and obviously everything that we've been through. And it's nice to be recognised that things have been difficult on one hand, or things are hard, and then we might need a few allowances made for us.
Yeah.
But also it's that I don't really want to dwell on it, because it's like it's not helpful.
No, and I'm not mentioning no names or anything, but it would be nice if certain people could have been more helpful and could be more helpful towards us. I know.
No, but I was just thinking that when you said that about, because when you were in hospital, having your heart surgery in Liverpool, I was in contact with my mum and my sister on the phone, and certain friends who were aware. But overall, we didn't have any offer of help, did we?
What do we call it? A support network?
Yeah, but I think that's because we're very independent people and we tend not to really want help from outside. So it would be nice for it to be offered. But again, I do wonder if people would offer...
Knowing we'd refuse.
We'd say no. Because I always say that. I'd still like to be invited. I'm not coming. I don't want to come, but I'd still like to be invited.
And I'm one of these people, since I've had few hiccups, that I'm just stubborn and I want to get on with it. I don't want social workers or nurses or anybody, as nice as they are, I don't want them coming in to help me. I'd rather... so bloody minded, if it takes me a week to get to the door on my own, I'll take a week to get to the door, not 10 minutes with some social worker holding my arm. That's how I see things.
I think in that respect we are lucky that we've got friends who are like us, so that we don't see each other every week, but if we need to call on them, for instance, when I was in hospital at the beginning of the year, it was like, oh, what I'm going to do, I can't really leave. And if I had have been admitted, thank God I wasn't, but if I had have been, that would have had a lot of knock-on effect, wouldn't it, with your day-to-day care and things.
You'd have to order in, what's that, woman's kitchen?
Farm foods. Wiltshire Farm Foods.
I don't know.
Other brands are available.
Stock me up with them and I'll be alright until you come home.
So it is interesting, because on the one hand then it's like, oh, you can't do anything, and on the other hand it's like they don't need any help,
And by the same token, people, some people, that's the expression. Some people assume that I'm doing wonderfully without really knowing anything about me. The fact is, I just take over. And that's the best for me, and I'm happy with it.
Yeah, because I think you do look, using Tim Curry as an example, you can look at Tim and know that he's had a stroke because of his paralysis on his left hand, for instance. But looking at you can't tell. So although you've got quite a few deficits and there are a lot of things that you struggle with, physically you can't really tell that.
No, but if I start walking or sometimes drag my foot.
Yeah, you do. There are things, but most people wouldn't notice that because they, don't pay that much attention.
No.
So that's interesting as well, isn't it? That the perception is if you look a certain way. So, like, if you look like you've had a stroke, it must be worse than if you don't have any sort of visible signs. And that's not necessarily always the case. Just bear with me. I'm going to pause this 1 second. And we're back.
Yes.
Stormy outside. So the dogs are also reacting to that. So it's interesting, isn't it? How people's perceptions are swayed by how you look.
Yeah. But unfortunately, with me, it's the only point of reference they take notice of. They don't listen to my speech or anything like that. They just go with what they see. I mean, they didn't see me when we were out with having coffee and cake with Graham, with me dropping my food all down my front, and I try to be a tidy eater, but it doesn't always work, does it? Things fall off my spoon because I've lost my grip, or
I think when you're out as well, you're sort of more aware of being out,
Yeah.
and then you're trying to overcompensate sometimes with that. So that's a bit of an issue of its own as
But
well, isn't it?
that hand one is one that really still. Wait, just let go of whatever I'm holding. A cup of coffee, spoon. It still happens, but I don't know when. That's the thing, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
yeah, and I have to have a straw in my coffee cup because my mouth doesn't close properly around the cup. So to save me spilling it, I use straws.
Yeah.
But I don't care. You know, that's the point. I
Yeah.
don't care who sees it.
But you do care with certain things, because I showed you that contraption, which I thought was great, that new walker thing that I'd seen online, and you said, "For me or you?"
Yeah. I felt like holding up a crucifix to you, because I thought that really may as well be a giant arrow.
You're okay.
Look at this bloke. Look, he's disabled.
Yeah.
And I'm not having it. Not having it.
So I can't remember the name of the walker, but it's got like a.
It's free if you have falls, isn't it?
It's like but it's a hands free. So when you walk, you use a stick. You put out the house, you use a stick, because you are still prone to falls, even though you don't fall, thank God, as much as you
catch
do.
myself.
Yeah. Or for longer distances, you use your mobility scooter. And if we're going around a small supermarket, you can walk using
have a little rest.
On the trolley.
Rest.
But you need the trolley, don't you? So I saw this thing and I thought it's great. So it's got like a seat, and then the wheels come around the back of you, and then there's a belt that goes around your hips, so you can actually perch and walk. So I can't remember what it's called, but anyway.
So not only have I got to have this enormous thing around my backside, I've got to drag it. No.
Well, I thought it looked great. I thought it was really good. Your hands free, stops you falling. You can use your legs. But that was
even I have standards.
So certain things you don't care about, but certain things you definitely do care about.
Because to me it really marks me out as being different. Then.
Yeah.
That's how I immediately saw it. You know, if I worry about pity now, I really worry about the levels.
Yeah.
Then.
But interestingly, if you saw somebody using one of those around a supermarket, you wouldn't pity them.
No, I would honestly say, what the hell are they doing? That would be my reaction. If you can walk, why do you need to drag that around with you? That's how it feels. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't feel at all sorry for them. I think they're an idiot or something.
Please don't take it personally if you have one of these things. I thought it was great. I thought it was so much better because I know how you feel about those the rolly things where people are leaning over them and pushing the rolly things forward.
Well, they're in the same class as far as I'm concerned.
But people need those sometimes to.
Yeah, but they should have them higher.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. But again, you wouldn't feel. You always say that they're a risk because people can fall because they're going. You've seen so many people they run away from them. Whereas with this thing, they're upright, sitting on this thing. I thought it was great.
What if you're walking uphill? The wheels could take you backwards. Couldn't they?
Maybe people with limited mobility wouldn't use that to walk up a hill, but if they could get around a supermarket or.
Well, seeing the advert, you must. I think probably if you're American, you'd use it.
Oh my gosh. Well, I thought it was great, and I might get one. So it's also important to say.
I did say, is it for me or for you? I had no objection.
I might just get one for the sake of it now.
Yeah.
Also, it's important to mention that people can be ambulatory wheelchair users, so people can walk for short distances but still need wheelchairs for longer distances.
Yes.
That doesn't mean if they can walk, they shouldn't use a wheelchair.
It's not a wheelchair.
I know. No, that's not a wheelchair. I'm just saying.
Oh, if they've got a wheelchair, they can push it. I'm trying. I'm struggling.
This is something I'm going to have to explain now after this podcast.
Yeah, because I don't always. I like to see things black and white, but I don't always get which is the black and which is the white. And so I get a bit mixed up in conversations, don't I? Because my brain goes off on this thread while I'm still listening to it, but it comes up with a different conclusion.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah.
And I can say I'm not politically correct always, but I never set out to offend.
No.
It's just something. It's just what my brain misses out on checking that. It's out and it says, "What? What did he say?"
Yeah.
And I've said it. So.
Yeah, that's true.
But I never really upset people, do I? I don't say much. You're worried that I do.
I do worry sometimes.
You do worry, but I do.
But to be fair, that was the same pre-stroke. Sometimes you would come out with something that was like quite random or off the wall. I'd be like, "What the heck?" You know. But, hey ho.
They used to say I had a very good sense of humour, or I was very sarcastic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey ho.
Hey ho. Hey ho. Oh well. I hope you've found out some further insight into the life of a brain injury. It can definitely be a kerfuffle.
Yes.
Sorry for the dog noise.
Yes, and can I just say, people worry about my speech. I no longer ask for an onion when I want an orange. I could, for months and months.
But what do you sometimes call the easy peelers? Or quite often?
Onions?
No, tomatoes.
Tomatoes, yes. I still get mixed up with. It leaves my head okay, but it brings the wrong thing out of me.
But that's okay, because there's a whole posse of menopausal women there who do exactly the same thing.
That's right.
So you're in a good group.
HRT do for me? No. Okay.
So no podcast next week because the installation's taking place next week.
Starting this Wednesday, is it, with the scaffolding?
Yeah, and then it's going to go on for hopefully, fingers crossed, as long as the weather allows.
At least 2 weeks.
Yeah. So we'll be back. I'm just looking at the calendar. So 2 weeks is 14th and 17th of November is the Monday. So maybe the 16th. Probably the week after, 23rd, just before Bob's birthday.
Okay.
Yeah. So.
Yes, all presents are welcome. There you go.
And if anybody wants to email, it's bwacpodcast@gmail.com. I haven't checked the email account for ages, so it could well be emails there, but I very much doubt it. But if anybody has any questions or just wants to comment, just drop us a line there. All right then.
But we do like questions.
We do like questions.
Even if you only wanted them answered by email.
Yeah.
Because we can, if it's relevant, we can broadly do it anonymously.
Yes, that's true.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Questions are welcomed.
Yes.
Definitely. Give us something to cogitate upon.
Yeah.
Anything else?
No, I was trying to remember goodbye in French, but it went.
Oh, I can't remember either.
No.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.
Au revoir.